Hi friends, I'm Tina. Welcome back to Whispering Cottage Home. Today, we're talking about one of my favourite kinds of rooms, a well-loved cottage living room filled with useful antiques, family pieces, comfortable colour, and those little details that make a home feel as though it has grown more beautiful with the years. And the lovely thing is, you don't need a room full of expensive antiques to create this feeling. In this video, I'll show you how to choose a few meaningful pieces, repeat colour in a natural way, mix patterns without making the room look busy, arrange furniture for comfort, and display old treasures so the room feels full and personal rather than cluttered. These are home decor ideas you can use whether you're refreshing one corner or giving your whole living room a simple cottage-style update. Before we begin, I'd love to know, is there one old piece in your living room that has followed your family through the years? Maybe a little table, a chair, a framed photograph, or something that belonged to your mother or grandmother. Tell me about it in the comments. A well-loved cottage living room often starts with one piece that feels as though it belongs there. It might be a polished oak side table beside the sofa, an old painted chest beneath a window, a traditional wooden rocking chair, or a small glass front cabinet holding family keepsakes. The secret is not to fill the room with antiques all at once. Choose one or two pieces with enough character to become anchors. For example, imagine a comfortable cream sofa beside an older walnut lamp table with gently rounded legs. Place a traditional ceramic lamp on top, add a small framed family photograph, and tuck a neat stack of two favourite books underneath. Now the antique is doing more than decorating the room. It has a purpose. That is one of the easiest ways to make vintage home decor feel natural instead of staged. Let older pieces continue to work for you. If you're searching flea markets or estate sales, look for solid little tables, wood stools, small cabinets, framed artwork, and sturdy occasional chairs that can still be used every day. And if you already have something tucked away in a spare room, try moving it before buying anything new. Some of the best affordable home upgrades begin with seeing an old piece in a new place. Once you have that anchor, you can begin building the colour around it. Cottage colour works beautifully when it feels cheerful but connected. Instead of bringing 5 unrelated colours into the room, start with one main colour and let 2 or 3 smaller accents support it. You might choose soft French blue as the main colour, then add touches of faded rose, butter yellow, and leafy garden green. The blue could appear in a pair of floral curtains, a painted side chair, and 1 or 2 cushions. Then the rose might return in a small flower print, a lampshade trim, and fresh flowers on the coffee table. That repetition is what makes a colourful room feel intentional. You don't need an exact match. In fact, cottage style usually looks more collected when the shades are slightly different. One practical decorating idea is to stand at the doorway and look across the room. If one bright colour appears only once, see if you can repeat a smaller version of it somewhere else. A blue plate on the wall might connect with a blue cushion across the room. A cranberry stripe in a rug might be picked up by a little red-covered book on a side table. These small connections are part of good interior design, but they don't need to feel complicated. And colour becomes even more interesting when we begin layering pattern. A cottage living room can hold florals, checks, stripes, and even a little plaid without feeling overwhelming, as long as every pattern isn't trying to be the star. Let one pattern be the strongest. You might use a larger cabbage rose floral on curtains or an upholstered chair. Then bring in a smaller gingham cushion, a narrow ticking stripe on another pillow, and perhaps a quiet traditional rug underneath. The patterns are different, but the colours connect them. A good rule to try in your own room is large pattern, small pattern, simple pattern. That gives the eye somewhere to rest. If your sofa already has a noticeable print, keep the nearby pillows simpler. If the sofa is plain, you have more freedom to use floral and checked textiles around it. And remember, pattern doesn't have to come only from fabric. A grouping of old botanical prints, a painted tray, or a traditional woven rug can add another layer without adding more cushions. I'd love to hear from you here. Are you more likely to bring home a floral, a gingham, a stripe, or a plaid? Tell me which pattern always seems to find its way into your home. Now that the room has colour and pattern, comfort becomes just as important as appearance. One of the simplest home improvement changes costs absolutely nothing. Reconsider the furniture arrangement. In many living rooms, every chair and table slowly ends up pushed against a wall. But a cottage room usually feels more inviting when the furniture creates a conversation area. Try bringing a favourite armchair a little closer to the sofa. Add a useful side table within reach. If the room allows it, angle a smaller chair toward the centre rather than lining everything up. A coffee table or upholstered ottoman can help hold the arrangement together. And notice how people actually use the room. Does someone need a lamp beside the reading chair? Is there a convenient place to set down a cup of tea? Can you walk easily between the sofa and the doorway? Practical farmhouse decor and cottage decorating should support everyday life. You can have beautiful textiles and wonderful antiques, but if the room is awkward to use, it will never feel truly settled. This may be the most important lesson in a collected cottage room. Not every treasure needs to be displayed at the same time. A room can feel rich and personal while still having breathing space. Try grouping related pieces rather than scattering small objects everywhere. 3 family photographs in coordinating frames can sit together on one chest. A small collection of old books can share a table with one lamp and a simple vase of seasonal flowers. A few pieces of inherited china might look lovely inside a glass front cabinet instead of covering several tables. This is where home organization becomes part of decorating. If a surface feels crowded, remove 1/3 of what is there and look again. Often the pieces you keep become more noticeable. Lighting helps too. Use table lamps at different points around the room rather than depending only on a ceiling fixture. Traditional ceramic, brass, painted wood, or turned base lamps can add another layer of vintage farmhouse character while making the room pleasant to use in the evening. Finally, add something living. A little picture of garden roses in summer, chrysanthemums in early fall, flowering branches in spring, or clipped greenery in winter gives all those older pieces a sense of freshness. That balance old wood, comfortable fabric, useful lighting, personal treasures, and something fresh from the garden is what keeps a vintage room from feeling like an antique shop. A beautiful cottage living room doesn't have to be finished in a weekend. In many ways, the rooms we love most are never completely finished. They change when we bring home a little flea market table, inherit a family picture, recover an old chair, move a lamp, or discover that a forgotten quilt looks wonderful folded over the sofa. Start with one meaningful piece. Repeat your colors. Mix patterns in different scales. Arrange the furniture for real comfort and give your favorite treasures enough space to be noticed. That is how a room becomes collected, not cluttered, and how decorating becomes part of the story of home. If you enjoyed spending this time with me, please give the video a like and subscribe to Whispering Cottage Home. And before you go, Tell me in the comments which family piece or old treasure you would build a living room around. Thank you so much for being here, friends. I'll see you in the next one.